being the project of a sort of a American middle class. My father was a lawyer. He wanted me to be a lawyer. I didn't want to be a lawyer particularly. But I always could paint and draw, and I liked it, and I thought the only worthwhile things to be in the world, either to be a painter or a writer. I was kept up painting and with the vain or vague hope that it might be possible. I met a man while I was going to university who was a painter, professional painter. You know, he realized that I had a certain talent, so he encouraged it. So I attribute this early encouragement from a man named Robert Bruce Moyer as kind of the person who convinced me that it could be done. And there were some people along the way who were similarly, people who believed in the arts. There was a wonderful woman who worked at the university bookstore who was a Hungarian contralto, and she was just somebody who believed in the possibility of art and the necessity. So she was an early patron and someone who encouraged me. And I went to the Art Students League for 3 weeks at night, in other words, like 10 sessions, and met an American painter named Edward Melcarth, who appreciated the fact that I had a little bit of experience off my own bat, but I also had some ability, and he needed people to help him on a big sculpture project in Venice, which was commissioned by Malcolm Forbes, who's a big collector. So I came here in 1970 and helped him work on things. Then I came back in 73 to stay here for a while. I had accumulated a little bit of money, enough to sort of get an apartment in Venice at the time, which was about $100 a month. And I started to work. I started to sell some things slowly, but it was enough to survive in Venice, which was probably not possible in New York, where I'd been working as a delivery boy for a liquor store and trying to paint at night in a small studio that I'd rented, and had gotten occasional commissions for some decorative things. However, I came to Venice and it just was all possible, but it's really because I always wanted to do it, and I was lucky enough to find some people that encouraged me, and they didn't really help me financially as so much as show me the way it could be done. So eventually I can say at 83 that I've really been a painter all my life, and that's where I've made a living.